Check, check, chickadee check. All right. Look at this wonderful morning. All right. Low 60s. Very nice. Super hot today. So y'all be careful. Remember to hydrate. I know I will be. And so will be those coming to me this morning. You shall suffer the wrath. All right. So, excellent weekend. Good weekend of fights. Netflix. Y'all just need to stop, man. That shit was garbage. Garbage. The Netflix MMA shit was basura. It was absolute garbage. Why was it garbage? Well, first of all, half hour of video bullshit in between each fight. Get out of here. Whatever. You know, as far as Francis Ngannou is concerned, Francis Ngannou is good fighter, good this and that, blase, blase. But he's not going to get the notoriety on that Netflix bullshit. As far as Jake Paul is concerned, fuck him. But yeah, that shit was garbage. That what's her face fight? Silly. What the fuck's her name? Ronda Rousey. Silly. Staged. It was silly. That whole thing was just silly. So dumb. So dumb. But on a better note, UFC fights at the Apex. Pretty good. A lot of women fighting. Excellent fights, the women. The one girl, man, she was caught in the triangle around the waist. Man, and she took the other girl's leg and almost like had her do, she like self-calf sliced herself. If you don't know what that is, it's all good. But man, it was an amazing move. Cheers. Fuck all. So, on that note, boxing, combat sports, MMA, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, judo, taekwondo, the running, the training, the lifting, the sparring. There's no better, I cannot think of a better way to develop yourself physically as a person, mentally as a person, and also as a fighter. And I don't mean as a professional fighter, but as someone who is capable of defending themselves, defending their family, defending someone else who may be in trouble. And it also gives you the confidence to know that you can do something about something. You know what I'm saying? When you box, when you train in boxing, when you train in fighting, there is an adversity there that is not found anywhere else in any other training. Because in other training, there's no one out to get you. There's no one out to get you. The only sport I want to say that can mimic that a little bit is, I would say football. American football, right? Because, you know, when that ball is hiked, there's a big line of dudes coming for you, especially as the quarterback. But even if you are on the defensive and offensive line, you know, you guys are crashing against, right into each other, full speed. Now, granted, okay, let me rephrase that. Not full speed, full power. You know, there's not enough time for you to reach full speed. So, but you still clash. And then there's that nervousness, that adversity. It's like, man, I'm about to crash into this big dude, right? So, with boxing, MMA, and stuff like that, it really builds character, especially one, if you get away from just doing bag work. You get into partner drills, and then you get into some sparring, light sparring, heavy sparring. It all depends on you, the individual, and what it is you're trying to achieve. I don't recommend the average person to do heavy, hard sparring. I just wouldn't recommend it. Not only that, but like you put two average folks average folks in a ring to start sparring, and no matter how hard they think they're sparring, they're not really sparring hard. And you sure as hell, as a regular person, do not want to jump into the ring with someone who really knows how to fight, because they can really do a lot of damage without even trying, simply because of the technique. When someone has good technique, the power, the speed is there. If you're still working on your technique and stuff, the power and the speed isn't going to be there, no matter how hard you think you're hitting or how correct you think you're hitting or performing, let's call it. The best thing about boxing, other than, it really does build confidence more than weight training, more than anything else, because it's not just, if you find yourself in trouble, it doesn't matter how many sets and reps of curls you do, that's not gonna help you. It's like that, I'm sure you guys seen it, but it's a video, dude walking down the street with his girlfriend, some guy pops out, tries to take her purse, and the boyfriend thinks, oh, well, what do I do, in order to protect my girl? And he pictures himself doing like tricep extensions on the cable machine, so he starts doing that while his girl's getting robbed. All right, if you box, if you actually have the skill to do something about that. I'm not gonna sit there and say get yourself into a 12-round fight. No. At least to push and run, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? But tricep extensions are not gonna help. Not in the least bit. All right. So when you box, you got your hands and you got your feet. All right. Those are, I would say, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are your 4 best weapons. 5 weapons you got. Your hands, your feet, and your head. Now, hands is what you punch with, feet's what moves you around, and your head is what makes all the decisions. So, as you can see, the head is very important. And the great thing about boxing, too, is that you need no equipment. Is it nice to have a bag? Yes. Do you need it? No. In fact, it's very good to train without a bag sometimes. Wow, why would I train without a bag in boxing? What am I going to hit? What am I going to do? One of the most overlooked part of boxing, training boxing, and not by those who already train, but by people who, I want to try boxing class or whatever. The value and the importance of shadow boxing. And it's funny because a lot of the times you see people shadow boxing and they're, especially, let's call it amateurs, shadow boxing, and they're like, going all fast and, trying to mimic what they see, mimic the professional they see doing it. And it's different for a professional because a professional is a professional, But shadow boxing is a great way to put things together by yourself. And also, it sparks your own creativity. So you start to put your own combinations together by yourself. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to the typical jab, cross, hook, cross, upper, left. You know what I mean? Other than that, you start to put it together on your own. You start to move your feet on your own. You almost kind of start to find your own style within the technique of boxing or kickboxing. You know what I mean? Let's go all around. And that part is one overlooked in a lot of boxing classes and about a lot of boxing sessions or whatever, and also the people themselves be like, oh, this is kind of boring and blah blah blah. They don't realize that it's a self-stimulating kind of an exercise, or excuse me, a self-stimulating exercise that you're going through, and it's all up to you. The other thing that happens is the technique goes out the window. All of a sudden the hips aren't turning, all this, and that's what shadow boxing is for. You stand in front of a mirror, or you do it old school style. Get yourself a light, shine it against the wall. You can watch, or use the sun, and use your shadow to check your technique, to see how you're moving. You know what I mean? You get to check yourself. So every Saturday, that's what we do here. We run, we jump, we work on footwork, we work on head movement, we work on partner drills. How do these combinations look on somebody else? You know what I'm saying? Partner drills, it's super, super important. A lot of people stand in front of the bag and then that's all they get. They don't get the footwork. You know, they don't get the pad work. They don't get the partner drills, real partner drills. Not just, oh, I'm standing in front of somebody and holding my hands up like they're holding pads. No. I'm talking about how to block, duck under, and move your feet while you're training, while you're boxing. All right? So every Saturday, starting at 8 a.m., we're here, 8 till noon, training boxing. And then towards the end, we also get a little into some kickboxing. I'm going to post a couple videos of this past Saturday. I meant to do it before, but no, I mean, it was the weekend. It was a beautiful weekend, too. So I had to, you know, put the shit on the shelf and enjoy myself. Every Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. right here at EM3 Strength and Conditioning, located in Northampton, right on Main Street, we do boxing. Oh, in fact, hold up. This is the one we did just on Saturday. So this was the kickboxing part towards the end. Elbows, knees, kicks, hooks, skip knees, so on and so forth. Boxing was a 10-minute run, right? And then we took out the little ring. We did some forward and back movement, shuffling side to side, inside, outside run, cross jacks, cross jumping jacks, forward and back movement with a pivot, boxer shuffle, what's that say? Forward hops in the ring, jump lunges, lateral hops, shadow boxing. There it is, baby. All right, then we went 3 minutes. 3 minutes power punches. 3 minutes on bob. That would be focus. Head, body. Really placing your punches on the chin, on the nose, in the ear. Well, not in the ear, behind the ear. So on and so forth. Speed, freestyle, just kind of make up your own shit. GMP is ground and pound. All right. So that's a little excerpt of what we did this past Saturday. All right. Again, EM3 Strength and Conditioning right here in Northampton. Every Saturday, beginning at 8 a.m., we have boxing. I'll leave the link down so you can, boom, sign up right away. The first one is always free, and we'll know when you're new. So you can't be like, oh, this is my first one. No, it's not. We're not that big. So, yeah, man, if you really, really want to boost your confidence, and if you really want to increase your intellect, your self-awareness, try boxing. Try boxing. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we do the kickboxing stuff later on, because boxing, like I said, you have 5 weapons: hands, feet, and your head. Your head guides everything. Your hands do all the striking. Your feet move you around. In kickboxing, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because you have hands, elbows, feet, knees, and of course, your head. No headbutting, but it's what tells everything else what to do. So if this isn't on point, nothing else is going to be on point. All right? In boxing, kickboxing, you need to know your left from your right. And if you don't know, you're going to learn. You will learn. And it's a great mental workout, because your mind is working hard. Your mind is forced to be connected to the body, to the astronaut suit, to the space suit that it is in. It has to. There's no, oh, I'm just walking, put my feet in front of each other. Do boxing and you'll learn if you know your left from your right. All right? That's the best thing about it. Because oh man, the mental part is the best part. So every Saturday, 8 a.m., starting at 8 a.m. till 12, we do boxing. No, you don't have to stay all 4 hours. That's not how it works. It's from 8 till 12. People come and go as the morning goes through. All right, so that's it. EM3 strength and conditioning. Super important to connect your head to the body, the mind to the body, in order for the mind and the body to work together. Boxing, kickboxing is a great way to do that. You'll get much more stimulation than just regular weight training, and you'll put that weight training to work. We'll put those muscles to work, all right, to have them do what they're actually really supposed to do. All right, because your muscles aren't just there to bench press and do curls and do shoulder presses and go on the angle press machine, which is my favorite. I love the leg press, angle press, love it. But that shit is masturbation as opposed to what your body is really supposed to be doing and capable of doing. All right, great, awesome, perfect. Lift those weights, but you gotta make sure you're making that mind-body connection. All right, and weight training can do that to a point in a certain plane. But now, I just got a text, sorry. But with boxing, you're putting all that together. Because in boxing, you're lunging, you're squatting, you're moving, you're using your core, you're doing sit-ups, you're doing side bends, all in a cohesive manner to accomplish a task, which is either punch the bag or punch your opponent, whatever, or evade punches, block. All right, that's it. EM3 strength and conditioning, 8 a.m. till 12 p.m. every Saturday, unless we go camping, is boxing. And come on, man. Hope to see you there. I'm gonna I'll put the link down there, and I'll share the video too of some of the things we did. All right, y'all. Be safe. Low here. EM3 strength and conditioning. You know what to do. Hit that link below. Sign up. The first one's free.